Hey guys, welcome back. Well, today I'm going to do a little unboxing and overview of a really cool little brushless whoop that I got in the mail. This is the GoFly Scorpion 80. It has another name it goes by. I don't exactly remember the name offhand. If I figure it out, I'll try to include it with the video description. It says here micro FPV quadcopter, but of course we usually call these whoops. And this one is the bind and fly one with the FreeSky XM receiver, so this works with my Tyrannos. Little bitty box, there's not a whole lot here. Let's go ahead and open it up and see what's inside. Now I got a little different camera angle today. I'm using my phone to kind of see if I can get a little bit better video quality. So hopefully this works out okay, but I am kind of close to the box with this. There's a little piece of styrofoam foam on top. I should say not styrofoam, but actually just this foam, packing foam they got here. And here is the drone. A cool little brushless quadcopter. Now I've flown this around some, so this is not my initial unboxing. But there's not much in here. I just want to show you what you do get in the box. Real quick, I'll just show you what else is in here before we look at the drone some more. The instruction manual, we'll take a closer look at that in a minute. You got some little Velcro and some little adhesive double-sided like tape here if I can get it out. This is, I'll show you what this is for. This is for this little carriage piece here. This allows you to put a different battery on the bottom of this drone. You attach this on the bottom, and I'll show you here. You replace this piece here with this, and then you put your Velcro through these little slits, and you can put a larger battery than the stock one that comes with it. So I like that they give you that option, because the stock battery, take a closer look at it, is not very good. I've gotten very short flight times with this, and it almost is immediately giving me low voltage. If I can get this out, I got it in between the wires on the plug to hold it into place. It comes with this little, I think it's 300 milliamp hour. Let's see here, it's 300 milliamp hour. I don't know if it's going to focus in or not. It is a 2S LiPo and it's 35C. So this is one of those, this is the 2S little whoop, like the Mobula 7 is also 2S. A lot of these whoops are going to 2S because they're so powerful and fast with brushless motors that you can fly this outside. Now this is using an XT30 connector, so a pretty standard little connector, and your balance plug, of course, to charge it up. Does not come with a charger. They assume if you're getting this, you probably already have a hobby-grade charger that you can charge this with. So let's just stick this back in here, and let's take a closer look at the drone itself. Now, the little brushless motors here, I believe, are 1103. 11,000 kV. Kind of point in here with my pen. There it is. I don't know how well that's going to show up in the video. I think we can see it there. You got some 4-blade props. I think these are Gym Fan props. If I can see, Gym Fan 1636 40mm 4-blade props. Let's see what else we got here. On the front, you got your video. Your camera. It connects to the Video TX. I believe this is a 1200 TBL camera. The Cadex Turbo EOS 2 camera. This is a pretty good dynamic range on this camera, so it's really pretty good at light transitions and such. And you can pivot it up and down. I find indoors all the way down it's still not quite enough if you're just flying it in stabilized mode. But you may need to pivot up more if you're flying it in acro. The flight controller is an F4 flight controller. It is a F405. Of course, that's OSD and it's smart audio ready. This is a smart audio, so you can configure this up in beta flight to where you've got, where you can access it, I should say, from your controller. So you can, go in and change your PIDs and I think the Video TX channels and all that from the controller. You've also, the OSD is configurable from beta flight, so you can move around what you want. You can check what you want to see, and you can move it around the screen to where you want it to be displayed. Let's see, the ESCs are a 12 amp 4-in-1 BL Heli. It says it's a 2 to 4 cell, but I don't know about that. So this is 2 cell. You can use 3S probably on this. I don't know if I'd go higher than that, but I would stick with 2S. I'm not even sure 3S will really work with this, but it's at least stated that the ESCs can handle 3S. I'm not sure about the rest of the components. The Video TX in here, as you can see, here's a Video TX antenna on the bottom here. The Video TX is a 25 100 milliwatt switchable 40 channel with smart audio. So went in there into Betaflight and switched the Video TX so that it is 100. It comes 25 out of the box, which was not giving me very much range beyond my yard outside. I would definitely recommend going to 100 if you plan on flying this thing outside. Here's the antenna for the Video TX. On top here you've got your antenna, your two antennas for the receiver, the XM FreeSky receiver, here and here. This kind of gives you better coverage so that you're able to, one vertical and one horizontal, to actually get the coverage for your antenna. Let's see what else here. Of course, this is 80 millimeter base. Not a whole lot else on that to discuss. I pretty much got all the specs here. This is a plastic frame, you see, so it's fairly rugged. Now this is flashed with Betaflight, and its version is 3.5.3, which is dated November 15th, 2008. So a pretty recent version of Betaflight flash on here. Now, like I said, I've flown this around, and it's pretty sporty. I just have not had super good success with the provided battery. It just doesn't. It just, it flies fine with it, but it seems to just drain almost instantly. I don't know if this I have a defective battery or if this is just a symptom of this rather poor stock battery. I did find some Google RC 450 milliamp hour, so higher capacity batteries, that I'll probably have to use the other attachment here in the box to actually attach this. But I'm going to try that out, so I'm going to wait to do the flight review when I get that to see how those work, because those should give us much better flight time. Hopefully they're just as zippy as this pack. Because I took this out to fly at Acro, and I'm just hitting the ground because the battery's already giving low voltage, and I just didn't have the power. So that's kind of a bummer, because otherwise this is a really nice little whoop. I know other people that have received it liked it. I just don't, like I said, the stock battery is not very good. Let's take a look here. Here's the instructions. Of course, they're very, very basic. Pretty much just goes over what I just mentioned. Here's some specifications on the setup if you want to manually configure the different options, such as the Video TX and its channels, which you can do, with the button on it, but it's much easier to configure that stuff in the Video TX and Betaflight. Here's the specs on the F4 flight controller. Hopefully this focuses in okay. If it's not, guys, I apologize. I'm not used to using my phone for this stuff. I'm just trying it out today to see how it works. And here's a little information on that 12 amp 4-in-1 ESC. They mention if you can use a 4-cell LiPo, they strongly recommend to sold the aluminum electrolytic capacitor. So yeah, I've just stuck with the 2S and maybe just get some higher capacity batteries, such as I have ordered. They're like $11. If I remember, I'll try to include a link to that. I picked them up off eBay, and but I've not tested them yet, so I may hold off providing you guys that link until I've tested them and just flight reviews, so I know if they're actually worth the money spending. But $11, it's not a very high risk. So I really like this drone so far. I've flown it outdoors, indoors. It's pretty zippy on 2S to fly indoors, even in stabilized mode. It's kind of more of an outdoor flyer, in my opinion. It's just really, really fun. I like it a lot, and it has pretty good image quality with that 1200, I believe it's 1200 TVL on that camera. Alright guys, well, it's not a whole lot more to discuss. You can see this is all that comes in the box, what I got right here. I think this is around $100, depending on which version you get. They've got the FlySky version. I think they've also got, I got the website open here on my computer, and they've got the DSMX, FlySky, FreeSky, and then you can get the without receiver if you just want to add your own. So you got your own options there. Like I said, I got the FreeSky so I can use it with my Taranis QX7. Alright guys, that wraps up this little unboxing overview of the GoFly Scorpion 80. I'm going to get the flight review as soon as the weather cooperates. I've just not been able to do much of anything. It's constant rain. But this is certainly a drone that you could fly outside. So I'm going to do the flight review outdoors. We'll do a little line of sight And then we'll use probably another battery and do some acro flying with this. Getting better and better at acro. So I really enjoy, flying acro, but it is something obviously takes a lot of skill and something you have to practice, and that's what I'm trying to do. I just wish I could get outside and practice it more often because the weather is not going to cooperate. Alright guys, well, that should wrap up this video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're not a subscriber. I do appreciate you subscribing. If you like what you see, press the subscribe button and make sure to click the bell so you know whenever I do upload a new video. And as always guys, have a great day.
The power of the dark side.